So Apple iPhone 15 Pro Max, I'm going to do a battery replacement on this device, and I will start by removing the screen, then access the battery. The first step is to remove the screws at the bottom of the device. Hit the front of the device using my heat gun at the highest setting. So the next step is to use a suction cup in order to pull the screen of the device slightly to create an opening between the screen and the frame of the device. As you can see, I have an opening already, so this is good. I'm just going to insert a guitar pick and continue. The guitar pick is inside. Then now I'm going to move the guitar pick on all four corners of this device, and you can see it says the device has overheated. This means that the device is at a good temperature in order to proceed. So this is why I let the device on while hitting the screen so that I can see this notification. I'm going to hit the screen of the device again in order to help me remove the screen more easily. You can see after I hit the screen, I am able to move a little bit faster, and it is a lot easier to remove the screen. To avoid damaging your good screen, you need to hit the area that you're going to work next before you start moving the guitar pick on that area. So with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, you have the cable for the screen on the left side of the device, and on the right side, you do not have anything. So with this one, since the screen is broken, I can simply pull with force and remove the screen. With a good working screen, I advise that you do the left side of the device first with a guitar pick, then the right side, and you finish with the top of the device. This is the right way to do it in order to avoid damaging your screen. Since at the top of the device you have the cameras, you need to make sure that you insert the guitar pick just enough in order to avoid touching any of the cameras. Same thing for the left side of the device on those two cables that I just showed. I'm going to remove all the screws in order to have access to the screen flex cable. And also, you need to have access to this flex cable in order to remove it. So I have removed all the screws. I can simply lift this retaining plate. While doing that, make sure that you do not pull it this way in order to avoid damaging this flex cable. So at this point, I'm going to disconnect the battery cable and then remove the flex cable for the screen and the proximity sensor at the top. Battery flex cable is this one. The device should be off. So it's time to remove the screen flex cable and then the proximity sensor flex cable. All those removed, I can remove the screen completely out of the device. Here's the screen for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So before I proceed, I'm going to remove all the double-sided tape that is on the inside of the device, or all the small plastic that are still inside. You need to remove all those before you continue with this repair. While you're pulling all the double-sided tape still inside the device, make sure that you do not touch the battery. If you puncture the battery, you risk to create fire and completely damage your device. I used to do it with this one, a flat metal tool, and it is very easy. You simply need to align it like this and push all the double-sided tape. So once you're done, gently tap the device for everything, all the small pieces of dust, double-sided tape to fall on the table. So with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, in order to remove the battery, I need to locate the pull tabs. I believe there is one here and another one here. There should be one here maybe. So I'm going to start with the pull tab at the top of the battery here and this one. So after these two, I will try to pull the battery with a little bit of force in order to remove it. The first step is to undo the pull tab at the top of the battery before you can grab on it. So after this, I'm going to grab my tweezer and pull on the double-sided tape that is the pull tab of this device. So just like this, roll the pull tab on the tweezer and I'm going to start pulling. So this one, the first one at the top, didn't go as planned, so I'm going to do the bottom one next. So in order to have a lot of access to the bottom one, I need to remove the loudspeaker at the bottom. You remove all these screws and you should have the loudspeaker out. So now I can simply lift the loudspeaker out of this device. So while doing this, make sure that you look around to make sure that there is nothing else holding this loudspeaker inside. So there is a piece of double-sided tape attached to the loudspeaker. So I'm just going to have the loudspeaker this way and start working on the pull tabs. So now I'm going to use my tweezer in order to hold on the pull tab and then roll on the tweezer. Then I will start pulling. Let's go for a second one. The pull tab is out. So right now I'm going to try to lift the battery. Can use this. You need to lift the battery and pull slowly, because I have one other set of pull tab here that I didn't undo. But without removing that pull tab, you can simply pull the battery and remove it out of the frame of this iPhone 15 Pro Max. Here's the battery for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So right after that, I'm going to reinstall the loudspeaker in place. So here's the Apple self-repair part for the battery. You get all the screws necessary for you to do the repair. If you want, you can replace all the screws by using the one that Apple has provided, or you can simply reuse the one that you have. This is the new battery for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. With the new battery, you get new pull tabs, and the installation should be very easy. For the installation of the battery, it is pretty easy. I'm just going to remove this plastic on the back of the battery. Pull this one, then remove the plastic. Then you will remove the plastic on the back of the battery, protecting the double-sided tape or the pull tabs. Then right after that, simply align the battery with the frame of the device and put it inside. Make sure that you look at where the battery cable is going to be before you place the battery inside and it is sticking on the inside of the device. So align the cable with the motherboard and then put the battery inside. So I believe it is perfectly aligned. Here's the new battery inside the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Then you apply a little bit of pressure on the battery for the double-sided tape to stick on the back of the frame, and that's it for the battery. So as it is, all the screws have been installed. The returning plate is back on the device. So next step is to remove the plastic protecting the double-sided tape. So next step is to simply close the device. Align the top of the device with the frame. Apply pressure. Align the bottom. Apply pressure. You will hear some clicks. So after this, I can turn the device on again. iPhone 15 Pro Max, new screen, new battery, but I still need to deal with all these stuff. Non-genuine part for the display and non-genuine part for the battery. So I contacted the self-service repair. This is the instruction that I got. So after doing this, I should no longer have issues with battery notification and screen notification. exit.
So in this video, I use all original part directly from Apple. So this is why I'm able to sync everything, all the serial numbers with my iPhone 15 Pro Max and get rid of all those notifications.
So everything is working as it is supposed to, thanks to the Apple self-service repair.
Subscribe, like, and share the video. I made a specific video for the screen replacement on this iPhone 15 Pro Max. You can check that video out if you're interested. And I will see you on my next repair videos, iPhones, Samsung, or Google.